So we're going down. We're finally going down, at least a little bit. We're finally going down. How far are we going to go down? I have no idea. I want to go into something that had me questioning some things, but for the most part, I think it's hopefully we're going to be going down, right? Here we got. Here come the pain. I hope so. I hope we get out of this channel because it is like excruciatingly boring in here. We can just get out and go down and just get back into some more better prices, right? Some lower prices. But I saw this thing had me like freaking out, like totally freaking out. So the prediction market, Parlay market, now places the odds of a US-Iran peace deal by the end of 2026 at 67% by the end. What does this mean, man? What are people thinking? What are like, what I just don't get it. If somebody can help explain that, like, means we're going to be in this situation for like the end of the year. I don't get it. I mean, I'm assuming that either the peace deal is going to happen like right now, or the major offensive is going to happen like right now, you know, like very, very soon. So it's like, I don't know. I would just, it'd be nuts if that happens, man. That would be like, like I've already been putting like these headbanger animated GIFs, banging my head, you know, banging heads against the wall, banging your head against the wall type of GIFs in my community, man. And it's like, I just want out of this, like up or down, let's just go. LFG, man, let's just go. But one reason why we might go down more, So I was looking at, you know, this is coming to light. So the Bitcoin spot demand is contracting at its fastest pace since January 10th. Right, since January, according to Crypto Quant analysis. So like oversold levels are going down.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Yeah.
Down, and the flames went higher, and it burns.
Oh, let me put
Ring of fire.
This is too loud, right?
The ring of fire.
Oh man. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna go down and get some better deals. Just yesterday I bought it, you know, last couple of days I bought into some things, and I've been like, yesterday I got back into a particular buy that's private to my community, but I got back in at like 110%. I don't think it's like a phenomenal buy, but it is on Coinbase, right? So I mean, at least I bought it months back, and it's been going down. Things are going down. So what I bought back into that. There's some good deals. I sent out a message. There's another one, my favorite degen play, as I call it. Has a, you know, rock solid dedicated dev. It's a new token as of like 6 months ago. Not one of those crazy things that people keep talking about, like asteroid and hantavirus and all these weird things that they're popping up right now. I just don't trust. But I got back into that. Yeah, 110% on this other thing on Coinbase, and then I got back into FAFO. F around and find out, right? F around and find out. I got back, yeah, I had sold that previously. It was 19% higher. This is like a crappy like degen play, right? But this thing happens to pump like crazy, and whenever there's some sort of like offensive, whenever something happens, there's an attack, like not only with Iran, with you know, the capture of Maduro in Venezuela, like this token obviously it looks terrible if you do that the whole time, but if you go back out to you know, you see these crazy pumps, right? So just what the hell, you know, you put in 20 bucks and you swing trade it, you sell it when it's high, buy back in when it's low, and then, you know, it's one of the things that when you hope when the cycle tops and you're like, okay, you swing traded it so much that if it goes up really high, you got a ton of money, right? So it's just for fun, right? Just for fun. But what else did I? Let me check. I don't know if there's anything I could comment on because a lot of this stuff is private to my community. I bought a new token, a brand new one. It looks pretty damn good on the 19th. Okay, this past week. I think that was, yeah, okay. Like I said, I can't really, like people were telling me in my last live stream about some other influencer that called some other DGen play, and I'm like, yeah, you got to be careful, man. Like the only reason why you'll be calling some of these low cap DGen plays publicly is if you just want to dump on your public community, right? Like with me, I mean, I wouldn't do that. Like I find these really good plays and I keep them secret. Like those are for my community, right? So my community members can just be like accumulating, and then when it pumps, you know, I let everybody know. I like, what are the like we did that 98x on lab, right? And I didn't make it public. I didn't announce it until I think we were like at something like a 40 or 50x, right? So yeah, that's for my community members, man. My community members are like top priority to me. No, I'm not going to be trying to pump some other coin publicly. That's crazy. That's when you know you shouldn't get into it. But yeah, you know what? So we got Caspa. Caspa. So Caspa is I'm assuming just I pulled this up right before the live stream, right? Preparing my tabs. And I'm assuming that the date has now been delayed. I haven't heard about it. Because I've, for the last few days, I've been posting something like 27 days left, 25 days left, things like that. So I'm assuming it got pushed out because I was surprised to see 30 days left for the hard fork. But it is what it is, I guess, right? So, yeah, Caspa is going to have to prove itself pretty soon that it is not an actual stable coin. Right? It's not a stable coin. Caspa is a stable coin right now. No, definitely not. What's going on? My average price in Caspa was 8 cents. Kept a few cash to buy when it goes down to 2.5 cents. Is it a good idea? Well, not financial advice, right? You know, but yeah, I mean, things are going down right now, unless there's like some miraculous peace deal signed like in an hour from now. Like as soon as I you know, sign off the live stream, like, oh, there's an announcement, and then everything starts going up. But we should be going down, and I'm going to use this weekend to buy in a little here and there. I'm not going to wait to buy everything when we go below this channel, because like I said, there could be this thing where some miraculous announcement and the peace deal happens and we just start shooting up. So I'm not going to wait till we go below this channel. I'm just going to be buying in here and there like I did yesterday on a few things. And then, so like, I mean, in the long run, if you're buying Caspa at 3 cents or 2.5 cents, does it really matter when Caspa's $1? You know, something like that. Does it really matter? You know, probably not. If you're in it for the long game, it all depends on how you trade. Like if you already got a lot of Caspa, like, oh, whatever. But if you wanted to get it at an absolute low, and you do that too, you can wait it out. There's a few here and there. They're like well, let me check, like Monad, right? Hype and Monad been like having strong charts and they haven't gone down. And I'm like, yeah, if it doesn't go down, then that means I missed it, so I don't care. Yeah, it is kind of, so 25 cents. Yeah, but it is getting to a nice level right now. Maybe a couple more cents down, but yeah, it's one of those things. Like, depends on how you view Caspa, right? If you view it as like your highest conviction play, like you're a maxi, yeah, in that position, I would just keep buying in, something like that. Just keep buying in. If it's one of those things like you're looking at Monad and like, oh, I'm not going to buy until it goes down, and then it's like, oh, and then it's like whatever. What's going on? What's going on? You see that Cascade, the Aave style lending protocol is about to launch and is listed on Mexi. Igra is bringing TVL to Caspa. No, I do not know about that, about what you just, so the lending protocol, Cascade, I have not looked into that. Is that the correct spelling? If it is or not. It is, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, we got it going on with Caspa. I mean, Caspa's going to be proven to be like a powerhouse in terms of technology, like a towering over everything else, right? I was looking at this last time I did a live stream dedicated to Caspa. I was like, you know, I forgot all about this KII, and I was just browsing through it again. So Warp Core, it's one of those things that Warp Core does is enables the 20022 ISO standard, so that you know, it could participate in bank transfers like the Swift standard, which would be like having it compete with XRP, which is, again, it's good. It's like a rock solid project. It can do everything. It's got everything going on for it. Why would you want XRP over Caspa? I don't know. Like, XRP has a high market cap. It still has like 40% allocated to the insiders. Caspa has you know, no pre-mine. 95% is going to be mined by the end of the year. So when it comes to new tokens coming into the circulating supply, is going to be very, very low, because 99% is going to be mined by the end of this year. And then the remaining 5% is going to be mined, what I think it's like over the next 10 years, or if it's 2034 or 2036 or whatever it may be, 2037. But so there's going to be very, very small amounts of dilution of the circulating supply. And there's no way to increase the max supply, right? But with the XRP, you were like, oh yeah, it's that big thing that's gonna like compete with Swift or something like that. And it's like, yeah, but it's like the market cap is high, and you know, this 40% is gonna, over the next 10 years, 40%. So yeah, comparison over the next 10 years, Caspa's circulating supply is going to be diluted with the 5% remaining from the max supply. With XRP, over the next 10 years, 40% of the max supply is going to dilute the circulating supply. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Would you want 100x with Caspa, or would you want a 10x with XRP, right? So, but you know, not talking down like XRP, the XRP army and so on, because you know, it is what it is. If XRP pumps, it means crypto is pumping. That means, well, everybody's pumping. Everybody's doing good, right? So why not? Just spread the joy all around, and let's make some money, right? Still feeling a little sick. This guy filed for intellectual property rights. Only two. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Yeah, yeah. KII is huge. Ooh, wrong button. KII is huge. Micropayment for energy infrastructure and cross-border payment. Yeah, cross-border payments. Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. We got a bright future ahead, man. We just need we need a lot of we need a lot of the things that are wrong with the world to like be corrected right now, because The market will be absolutely flying right now, if not for the Strait of Hormuz. There's no doubt about that. The market will be absolutely flying because it's this problem right now. This with the supply chain is causing prices of everything to go up. It's absolutely insane. Other than that, yeah, I mean, we got other things that we're going through right now. I did a write-up yesterday. Sometimes I make these long posts on YouTube, you know, text posts and carousels and so on. But I was really going into, I could have sworn I had a tab open about this. You know, it's about the Clarity Act. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So, yeah, this is sort of ambiguity related to stablecoin yield. So I'm like very, very big on yield. I'm very, very big on yield. You know, holding stable coins to earn yield, you know, you earn a lot of money, like 4%, whatever. I mean, that's a lot of money, man. You know, if it's like, you got like, whatever it is, you know, relative to how big your bag is, right? If you have $10,000 and you're earning like a few $100s in yield, that's a lot of money, right? If you have $100,000 in stable coins and you're earning $2,000, it's still a lot of money, right? So it'll suck if we really don't get that. And these compromise, so to speak, is that the compromise is that the account can't just be like dormant, like you can't just be sitting there earning yield like it's a savings account. So that's a compromise with the banks. There has to be some usage. For me, there's ambiguity as to what the usage is, right? What the usage is, because if you have $100,000 sitting in Coinbase in USDC, right, and you're waiting a few months so you can, you know, bear market so you can buy back in or something like that, whatever it may be, whatever your reason is, does that mean like, okay, you waited a few months to transact, you don't earn yield in that few months? Is it per month? Is it per week? Is it per day? The other thing is, okay, you got $100,000 in USDC, and let's say you buy like $10 or $100 of that $100,000. That means you're transacting and you're trading, but you're trading like a fraction of your total amount. Does that mean if you trade a fraction of your total amount, you're still earning yield on the entire bag of stables? So I haven't found any answers to that, and it's a little concerning. I mean, I hope it all works out, but it's a little concerning. Cascade on Mexi in 1 day, 17 hours. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so what are they doing? Are we doing a launch on Mexi? Or is this available now? Is this like a launch? So it's a token and it's I'm not, give me some more information. So there's a token for this? I don't know. Give me some more information about what you mean about on Mexi. I remember like Dog K, the KRC20. I remember I was waiting at like 8 o'clock in the morning, like a Saturday morning or something, on L Bank because it was launching on L Bank. Right, it wasn't available prior. It was launching on L Bank, and I remember sitting there like buying it on the minute. I just remember that as you say that, so I'm not sure if that's what you mean. So where was I? Yeah, stablecoin, right? So I found this very, very strange. This article is just from yesterday, just from 24 hours ago, and it was like, Clarity Act expert gives 70% odds. I thought it was like a done deal, and it's just I only needs Trump's signature in August up until this article, right? So this is the concerning part. So, on one hand, we need the Clarity Act, and we need it before, like the midterm elections, because with the way things are going, the Democrats are gonna win the midterm elections, right? But not only that, regardless of anything, we need the Clarity Act because it's gonna finally opened a doorway for a lot of institutions that were holding out on getting into crypto because there was no clarity. So we need the Clarity Act for that to pump crypto. It would be nice if we just get yield across the board in stables, but I thought that it was like a done deal. What happened here? I thought I highlighted. Am I in the wrong article? Whatever it is. So banks argue that the bill would cause massive deposit flight. So this is a thing about stablecoin yield. I don't want to go into. I thought I put these highlights on. But anyways, whatever. So banks would argue that the bill would cause massive deposit flight as customers move money into stables offering higher yields. Right. So the bank's concern is that instead of depositing money and holding it in savings accounts, they're going to deposit it in like crypto exchanges and so on. They're going to deposit it into stable coins and earn higher yield. So that's the bank's concern. I'm like, okay, that's a valid concern, right? The expert called this argument cynical and nonsensical, pointing out that Americans already park cash in money market funds earning yield. Okay, a good point. Research shows that for every dollar of domestic deposit migration, $2 of net new cash would flow into the U.S. banking system from abroad. So this is a really good argument for keeping the stablecoin yield, right? So if this happens, they're going to say, for every day, so it's like there's going to be a surge of money coming into the U.S. banking system. So which is a reason why you want stablecoin yield. All right, banks are also fighting tokenized securities provisions and other aspects of the bill. Okay. Then we get into this one right here. New all-time highs on the table if the bill passes. All right, Thorne upgraded its prediction to 70 to 75% odds of passage, diverging from poly market traders who give the bill 61% odds. I still can't believe we're talking about this right now, right? Like today or yesterday from this article. I thought it was already a done deal. So. But I'm gonna go back up to the top in a minute. So he's been contrarian to the poly market process, bearish when traders were bullish, now bullish when they're more cautious. All right, if clarity passes, the path to new all-time highs is on the table for this year, which is interesting. Like, ooh. Right, he stated, though he warned Bitcoin currently trades around 76K, right? I wouldn't. So this was yesterday, right? So. And wouldn't rocket to 115 immediately. However, the bill would put this crypto market on a new positive footing, which is like, yeah. But I guess at the top here, so this Democrat here has been vocally calling for provisions that would prohibit elected officials and their families from benefiting from the crypto appreciation. It comes after Trump's controversial meme coin launch. So I guess even at this point, the Democrats are fighting this thing. And it's really weird because for the most part, it's designed, like crypto was really like created for the people, before the little people. And I guess the bill has a perfect name, clarity. Like we need clarity around everything so that like people know what they're investing in, right? Institutions know what they're investing in, and that also helps retail. And on top of that, if you're taking away stablecoin yield from retail, then you're hurting people too at the same time. So I mean, I don't know. I just hope this all works out. We'll see what happens. A lot of things are dependent on what's going to, like this bill and everything around it. Like if this gets pushed out to the midterms and then it doesn't pass, I mean, this all falls back to the Strait of Hormuz. Like this situation has to get over with really fast, right? Launch. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what that is. I'll look it up right now. Rage guy. Who has another one of those fly by night memes? Rage guy. Okay, that's the troll face, but the guy in a rage. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Hunter virus right here, right? Ah, I don't know, man. I'm starting to cough, so hopefully I don't have to end early. Yeah, I don't know. This is like I was going into like you get all these memes, these new memes in the bear market. I'm like, I don't know. Like if there's anything going for this thing, like in terms of getting centralized exchanges, that's okay. Like it could just be like, okay, they made trolls, so now they make this one. It's like, is there anything beyond this? You know, is it getting centralized exchanges? And like I just one of the things I got back into the other day was Peanut, right? And let's look at Peanut for a second. Let's take a look at Peanut the squirrel, because one of the arguments against buying into Peanut is that, okay, it's an old token. It's from the 2024 rally, right? So so let's say 1.7 billion is a total market cap. If you only do half, of that, you're getting like more than like a 12 or 13x, right? If you only do half of the all-time high. If you do the all-time high, you're doing a lot more. And the chances of that happening, just half, are very high, right? You got 138 centralized exchanges. It's on Coinbase, it's on OKX, it's on Bybit, BitGet, Gate, KuCoin, HTX. The thing is like everywhere. It's on Kraken, BingX, Crypto.com. So I see these people. I see everybody just raving about all these memes. Like look at this hantavirus, right? Like what are the odds that this thing is going to take? Like hantavirus is already out. Like here's Google Trends. Nobody's really talking about it anymore. I think it's going to be the new COVID. Let's just go back to the past week, past month. So this is the hantavirus. This surge of activity over Google Trends, people are searching for it. Nobody cares about it anymore, and everybody's raving about hantavirus. So it's like you get people buying into this, and you're just rugging. You're getting rugged. You're getting rugged, you know. And don't get me wrong, there could be like a new meme, like one or two new memes here and there that are coming out, but you got all these like these asteroid coins, right? They got a whole bunch of asteroid coins right now, right? And the reason is because there's an IPO with SpaceX and stuff like that. And in a couple of months, nobody's going to care about that. And the coin is going to dwindle away into absolute nothingness. It's going to be a rug, and Peanut is still going to be around. I think you got people got to pick and choose wisely, because like I gave the example that like it was January, February. I saw flying ketamine horse, and I got 5 centralized exchanges. I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty good. They're buying into centralized exchanges. That means they got the funding, they put in the effort. Let me get in, see if I get in early. And then it rugged right afterwards. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. You can't do this in a bear market. You can't be buying into new memes in a bear market. That's not financial advice, right? Not financial advice, Jesus Christ. No financial advice in this channel, right? You can just go buy a meme if you want. You know, I'm in a bear market. I'm sticking with the tried and tested memes. All these memes that are proven they're sticking around. And for me, this list of centralized exchanges proves this thing is sticking around. And I do think it's going to beat its all-time high eventually. I don't know about how much, but if it does beat its all-time high, I mean, we're talking about, well, let's pull out a calculator to get it exactly, right? I'm talking about like a freaking 40x, right? Hold on. Let me pull out a calculator. Not that I'm like this, like, I mean, I do have a lot of peanut, but it's not like I'm a huge fan of peanut. I mean, it's like whatever, man. It's just like you gotta buy what's good and what's bad, right? Or you gotta know what's good and what's bad. So, what did we say? 1.7 billion. Let's do it like this. What am I doing? All right, and then, so, and there was, and it's 53 million. Divided by 53. So you got a 32x for this thing to go back to its all-time high, and I think it will. Not financial advice, but I think it will. So you get a 32x. But you get so many folks out there, you're getting hyped about, you know, something like this. You put in $100 and you know, you just get rugged. You're getting hyped. Like, why not put in like 10,000 into peanut and you're doing a 32x? And you're like, isn't that like a much, you know, safer bet? I don't know. I don't. How's Unk doing? Right? How's Unk? I'm just staying away. I stay away from these new memes in a bear market. There's no. You know, like, is Unk going to take off? Is Unk? Here, let's copy Unk's contract address. Unk is still not on CoinMarketCap. Why? They got on Mexi. They have the funding. Why are they still not on CoinMarketCap? Yeah, I see. It's strange. Like, what would you put like $1,000 into Unk or $1,000 into peanut? Like, well, we got to think. What would you do based on everything I just said? It's not even on CoinMarketCap. So, Rage Guy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about Rage Guy. A meme has this ability to attract people, and they think that something's going to take off, and they put in like couple $100, and people get rugged, and they keep trying over and over again. But why not just why not put, you taking like $200 like 10 times? Why not just put like 2,000 into something like peanut or like Pudgy Penguins? Pengu. Pengu, I think, is going to flip Pepe. And that's my opinion. Pengu is definitely going to flip Pepe. And maybe even Shib, and who knows? I think Pengu is a wild, wicked play. Again, look at this. Coinbase, up it, yeah. OKX, Bybit, BitGet, Gate, KuCoin, just like peanut. Crypto.com, HTX, BingX, Kraken. Totally. What just happened? Just go away? I didn't realize my screen stopped. I don't know how long it was like that, but anyways. Yeah, man, I think pick and choose wisely, especially in a bear market. Like, in a bear market is a time when you get in. See, here's the thing. A bear market is a time when you get in really low at some really good, solid projects that they're probably more secure than others. That's what you do in a bear market. You get in really low to some proven projects that are probably not going to rug, and you get in low. But when it comes to a risky, brand new meme You should really get into those when you're in a rally, like when a rally is just starting and you have the chance for it to just fire up, you know, to the moon really high and get out really fast. That's my opinion about memes. Like in a bear market, so many people have left that it's just us trading against ourselves. So the memes can't get a huge pump. It can't go to like 100 million or 500 million or even 50 million sometimes. It can't even go to like 20 million sometimes in a bear market with these brand new memes. Unless they have like a huge amount of funding and a huge amount of backing like Pengu, in which case they probably wouldn't even launch in a bear market. They would time their launch for a rally like Pengu did during the Trump pump in 2024. Like they would literally time their launch in a rally. They get the biggest bang for the buck, the biggest pump ever, right? You see it right here. So it goes back to the thing, you know, like if there's a real project out there with serious devs that have VCs, when would be the perfect time for them to launch their meme coin? You know, it's not in a bear market. So then it's like, okay, so who launches a meme coin in a bear market? You know, maybe probably somebody doing some shady stuff. I don't know, man. That's just me. When I was big on memes like 4 years ago, I was like, memes like 4 years. Yeah, I mean, I guess 3 years ago, 2023. I was like, memes are the thing. You know, I got into Turbo early, but there weren't that many memes back then. It was just like it's 2024. So there's an explosion of like nonstop memes. It's just like then it's like overkill and overload, right? Anyway, that's my take on. I don't know what else is out there. There's like an asteroid. I don't know if this has died down to. Did I spell that right? Hey man, what happened? I don't know what this one is. All right, so this is huge. This is if anything, this is probably the winning asteroid coin, right? Because this is 122 million. Let's take a look at this. I've seen some crappy asteroid coins. I don't think I've seen this one. But yeah, this is just all because of SpaceX, and it's because of you know, the IPO and all that stuff. Let's take a look at CoinMarketCap. So this in order to have 100+ million, this they've got to be doing something good. You know, like I said, VCs, funding, serious devs. They got 14 cents. Actually, that's kind of much lower than I thought. They only got 14 to get 100 million. Oh, this is probably coming down. Yeah, it's probably coming down. You don't really have any serious centralized exchanges, I guess, except for Mexi and BinX. Even there's 4 of them, they're not either delisted or not listed yet on these 2. I think this is a little overvalued. So that's my 2 cents and change. Like has that as Zeal after GG before Mexi. Thank you. Oh, when I coughed before. Yeah, Rage Guy is an old recognized. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like Rage Guy is an old recognized meme, just like troll. So everybody knows what the troll meme is, right? So that's like crazy popular, right? But Rage Guy needs, if it's going to be a really good meme, it needs like the backing and funding like troll. It needs like devs who have the dedication and the funds to to just, you know, hype it up. Yeah, Troll. We mentioned we're talking about Troll and Solana. Yeah. Yeah, Troll. Yeah, Troll and Solana was a funny thing. I just ignored it. It was called by my insider alert, my bot in my community that, you know, identifies good plays. And I just totally ignored it because, like, I already had a Troll on ETH, and I was like, oh, that's just some stupid copy. Man, if I called it, I would have been able to tout that. But anyways, well, whatever it is, you know, it's like I get a lot of my community members that play my insider alert bots, even though I didn't call them, right? So we got a few of those recently. Because you know the insider alert is available for all members, and you know, they don't need me to call it. That's why we get all these awesome plays. We got a 98x on Lab just a couple weeks ago. We get 98x. I look for new Igor projects. List on Mexi. They have. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't even gone into the. No, there's Igor projects. There was Casplex projects, right, too. I haven't even made, again, everybody keeps asking me, where do you buy KRC20s? And I'm like, this Casper bot, this guy. I guess I thought it was weird because that was just like where I've always bought it back in the day. I know there was, they had Change Finance that were doing the swapping so that other wallets could actually swap it. But no, just go to Casper bot in Telegram. Yeah, I agree. For Igor token to launch and list on Mexi is a great sign. Right? Yeah, I agree. Ping pong most likely go up because of Elon. Oh, Asteroid, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Based on Elon. It was crazy because Dogecoin was a representation of a Shiba Inu dog. And just because Elon hyped up Dogecoin, like there were so many Inu coins. There was Shiba Inu, which was the coin, and then it was like Akita Inu. I give that example sometimes. Like there was Akita Inu was like it was a token without any centralized exchanges. It's just like skyrocketed to like over $1 billion market cap in the first top of the double top in 2021. Yeah. I know, like a Rage Guy is an old school meme. Yeah, I know. But the meme coin itself is useless without dedicated devs. Right, and if Rage Guy. If Rage Guy. Here's the thing. If Rage Guy was launched in February and is not on CoinMarketCap, you have to think why, right? No, there could be the reason that it does have a dedicated dev and he just doesn't have the funding. He doesn't have the funding, and you know, it's going to take time. Now that could be the case, right? If you have a dev, it doesn't have the funding, but if you flip that around, you'd be like, okay, if it's an honest dev and a dedicated dev who really wants to see his project grow, why would he not have the funding to get on CoinMarketCap now that it's at a, like, you know, the market cap goes into the millions? Of course, you know, like, of course he has the funding. It was like, it's like, look, you already had a pump. This is, no, it wasn't February. This is September. This thing launched in September. So the funding acquired in this pump in September should have secured him an entry into CoinMarketCap. Right. But am I going crazy? I just searched for it and it wasn't here, right? Yeah, so it's not here. So then it's like, then you have to ask yourself, like, are they serious? Is this a serious project? Let's go to Google. I don't know, search for something like this. Okay, so Rage Guy was just listed on Mexi on the 12th, which is just like Unk. See, look at this. You can use Google like this, in case you guys didn't know. If you like this alpha, then click the link in the description below. You're never going to get any of the tech that I got in my community in any other community, man. I'm telling you. Right? If you guys know of any other crypto influencer, with a community that's a software engineer, let me know. Because if there is somebody like that, it should at least be at least somewhat comparable to my community. You got to know what the hell to do. You got to know what you're doing. I look at it like this thing with AI. Like with AI right now, you got, like, AI can do so much stuff. Like you can, but the thing is, like, if you're not an engineer, I don't know how somebody would do the type of stuff that I do with AI if you're not an engineer. Like I understand the code, like what it makes and what it creates and what it shouldn't do, what it did wrong. And it's like I can get things done like fucking crazy for like 10 times faster, with AI as a developer. So, like, I imagine somebody who's non-technical trying to build stuff with AI and start vibe coding, and we'll be creating gobbledygook under the hood, and just like it's a mess. Anyways, but yeah, it's just some good alpha. You can use Google like this. So I just found that this was listed on Mexi, so it goes back to Unk. Unk is under the same situation. So Unk is a new meme coin. It was listed on Mexi, but for some reason is not on CoinMarketCap. Rage Guy is a new meme coin. It's actually older than Unk. Rage Guy is older because this Rage Guy apparently was launched in September. And it was just listed on Mexi like last week, but it's not a CoinMarketCap. Like, why? I had somebody, I don't know which, maybe the person's in my chat now, or I don't know who was, but somebody was explaining that it's like over $100,000 to be listed on Mexi. Why can't you spend $5,000 to get listed on CoinMarketCap? Or was it because you were rejected because CoinMarketCap has identified you as somebody who is flagged as not trustworthy, and maybe that's why CoinMarketCap is not letting you list on their system? Like, that could be the case too. Maybe they got the $5,000, but he's flagged. You obviously have the $5,000 if you got a market cap that high. So this is like crazy. That's like crazy, like shady to me. This is why I would stay away. But you never know. You never know. Like I could be like having this rant right now about why this is not good, and Rage Guy or Unk or maybe both of them might pump like to the moon. I have no idea. But chances are that they're not really going to go anywhere. I think it's strange. Have you ever known of a scenario where, like, there's been a really, really successful coin that never listed on CoinMarketCap but got listed on a centralized exchange? Like, I don't know. I have to put Claude into research mode, have it like crunch numbers for like a half hour, try to figure that out. I don't know. Crazy. You're literally Rage Guy for missing Asteroid. Yeah, Asteroid. With the one I just pulled up, it looks like a good play. But the chart for Asteroid right now looks crazy. When I go back, the chart for Asteroid is like this is gonna go down. I mean, unless it's like you know, as soon as I end the live stream, there's like an announcement of a peace deal with Iran, and everything is going to go up. But other, if not, this thing is going to go down. This is crazy. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, there's several fake Rage Riders still in the center. What do I think of Bonk? Bonk, I had some Bonk back in the day. I don't anymore. I think Bonk is gonna be all right. Like I still hold a lot of Turbo. I mean, Turbo and Bonk, they're like Bonk was like 2023. Yeah, there weren't that many memes going back 2020. There were, you know, there were memes, but there weren't many back in like 2022, 23. So it was January 23, right? Yeah, I had a little bit of Bonk back in the day, but I think it's all right. I think it's gonna. I put it in the same category with Turbo and Peanut and Pengu. They're good meme coins, right? The market cap is a little bit higher. But would you rather put like $10,000 into Bonk or Rage Guy? You know what I mean? Like I feel much safer putting into this, and maybe I get a 10x out of it, right? You know, maybe we'll go to 5 billion or whatever, right? Got all the same centralized exchanges like I was just talking about with the Pengu and Peanut, right? Let me look at it. It's almost like a copy. It says Binance, Crypto.com, HTX. It's like it's crazy. So yeah, solid meme Bonk. You know, more secure than a lot of these others, and it's just that you're probably not going to get too many multipliers out of it. But you feel safer about putting your money into it. I mean, obviously, anything could rug. You know, so there's always risk. There's always risk, but you might feel a little bit safer putting money into Bonk than like Hantavirus, man. Everybody was talking up Hantavirus. This is gonna explode, Hantavirus. It's gonna be crazy. Imagine when Hantavirus gets out, it's gonna go. This meme token is gonna go wild, and yet nobody's talking about it. I mean, Google Trends is dwindling away to nothingness. Let's search Google News. Let's see what's going on. No, I want news. Let's go. On cruise ship, I don't know what that. How they identified it? Okay. Yeah, there's nothing about it. There's nothing about it. Antivirus getting out. He's like, hey, Hantavirus, come and pump my coin. Right? You get an influencer talking about it. An influencer talking about it, trying to get everybody to buy it because he bought in low. And then it just pumps and he dumps on everybody and the price comes back down. If I get into a new play back here, I call it to my community and I don't talk about it until we do like a 10, 20, or 30x. Oh yeah. Yeah, but other plays, I was looking. So Toncoin is like my third favorite coin, right? Caspa, Tau, and Ton. So Ton I think is a really good play. So let's move on from memes, right? So Toncoin. Ton is at a good deal right now. Ton is like yeah, it's going I went down to 175 just a few hours ago, right? Things going back up. Let's going on with Bitcoin. Okay, the candle has turned green. The daily candle for Bitcoin is turning green, so I guess everything else is going to go back up with it a little bit. All right, but yeah, Toncoin is like crazy fast. It would have been my favorite if not, if you know, if Casper wasn't around. There was this graph that was going around a couple of weeks ago on the internet. Everybody was making a new graphic. Yeah. Everybody was making a new graphic about Caspa being on top and being in ton, which is true. Caspa is much faster. But like ton is like crazy, crazy fast. And they're, and you know, if they're going to be pushed by Telegram, it's like there is a crazy amounts of opportunity for adoption. I think that yeah, it's gonna be going places. It's gonna be like, it could be 10x, maybe a little bit less, but we'll see. We have this thing that I just found right here called Ton Strategy. Interesting, right? So this is the stock market, Ton X, and it has 22 million, 222 million ton coin, including 221 million staked, representing 4.29% of total ton supply, and 26.18% of the network staked tokens. This is crazy amounts of ton tokens. Holy crap. That is crazy, right? So as of May 6th, ton coin holdings increased to a fair value of 433 million. Ton coin holders with 33 million due to appreciation following ton network upgrades and increased digital asset market strength. So this is like the micro strategy. This is so the largest public treasury dedicated to ton coin. So this is like the micro strategies of the ton network, which is good. This is, you know, this is good, useful for like institutional conviction, right? So I think ton is going to be another nice winner of this cycle. So you got Caspa, Tau, ton, but you know, the only thing with ton is that it's not going to be like a crazy amounts of multipliers like it could be like with Caspa, right? Because it's already a $4.8 billion market cap. But if we go down, there's like if Bitcoin goes down and we go below this channel, we could be getting it much lower. So this is totally on my radar. Buy some more back in. I think I have like I sold some and I'm going to buy back into. So I got to swing trade it, get in at a lower price. But yeah, ton is definitely a good play. Not financial advice, right? Not financial advice. So, and I don't talk about his ton as much as I should, but I think it's going to be a pretty damn good play. So, got me a ton of ton. And then we have Sui. You know, this is the thing with Sui. Sui's on my favorites list. I think it could just be, you know, it could have some really good multipliers. Pull this up. So it's like in a similar boat as ton, right? So it's a little bit lower, 4.2 billion. So when it comes to like what it's going to do, what it's going to pump, I think it's I think ton in the long run is going to have a higher market cap than Sui. But I mean, I don't even matter. This is almost the same market cap. It's going to have some pretty damn good multipliers. And you see the centralized exchanges, and it's the same thing, right? Same boat. You know the weirdest thing with Sui? It's got this weird website. It's almost like you have to keep scrolling. And almost like it's like a, you know, like a luxury furniture site or a fashion site that's like meant to showcase something. I don't think it's the proper website for. And then it's like they disable the scroll bar and you can't really go back up. You just got to push home. Almost like it's built for a mobile device. I don't know. Kind of strange, but I think the multipliers are there. I do have a little bit of Sui. I've had some really good plays on Sui. Like we did 130x on it on 130x on DHNAI, which is a Sui token. Crazy, right? Man. Jeez, this guy has an awesome community, right? Holy crap. So let's talk about that. Yeah. So yeah. For those of you guys don't know, man, this is crazy. All the multipliers we get, I've been talking about already. You know, we got all this tech. we have these bots that scan all our, every single token, and this tries to pluck out some good ones. So this is de-agent AI. Got that 130x. It's crazy. So click the link in the description below. Crazy amounts of tech. You can actually not only have the Discord, we can log into the website. The website has swing trading software. So like I just said, I can track where I sold my ton, how much I sold it at, and when's a good time to buy back in. Like this other token that I just bought back into yesterday. I'm not going to call it out, but it was, it was able to tell me that my sell price was 110% above current price. Right? 100 is like all the way up there. I sold all the way up there. So now I got to buy back in down here, right? So my software in my community tells me that. It's available to all members. And there's a bot. There's a clone of myself. If you have any questions, you can talk to the bot in case you don't want to DM me. So, yeah, man. You find a crypto community like mine, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think the one exists. I don't think anything like that exists. But, yeah, I'll say. But yeah, Sui's got it going on. I mean, I don't like the website. I don't like the website. I think it's kind of strange. Of my many specialties and my background, and like one of the things I dealt with is growth engineering and like usability and A/B testing and so on, acquisition. So I think this is like the wrong type of layout for this type of a site. I mean, it looks like a fashion site. But nonetheless, this is a pretty good blockchain. It has some pretty good investment. It has it has some utility, and not only that, they've got ETFs, right? Here's Grayscale. There's 21 shares ETFs. There's Canary Capital and so on. So this thing is going to be pumping. So I'd rank it up there. I got a lot more ton than I got Sui, but I have no problem from that regard when it comes to Sui. I think Sui's a pretty damn good play. Let me see. Oh yeah. What you? Yeah, you've been following. Yeah, I've been posting like crazy about my KRC20s. Tons of KRC20s. We're gonna see where this market takes us over the next I don't know, few days, a week, or whatever. See if we go down. I mean, nice. Give me some nice buying opportunities. I'm gonna buy into a lot of stuff. I'm gonna buy into some KRC20s again for the first time in like a long time. I haven't bought into some KRC20s. I looked at the last few bounces of coins, and to be honest, Tau, Ton, Monad, Hype, all of them bounced really well. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember your questions. Do you need a PC to fully benefit from your group? No. Yeah, I think I answered you. I replied to you. No, you don't need to. If you think about it, you have the Discord. This Discord has. Let me see if I can share my Discord. The Discord has the bots. It has the insider alert. It has I'm gonna get this ready. It has a lot of stuff already. It has notifications of centralized exchanges, in addition to all the calls. So, and obviously Discord is available on mobile, right? Well, I'm getting this ready so I don't expose anything publicly, right? Let me see, where am I? I'm going to show you my Discord. No. Oh, this is, it's gonna be messed up. Oh man, let me see. Yeah, I haven't shown my Discord live in a while. Well, let's see. Okay, let's see. It's gonna mess up. Yeah, I don't know. I'll set up next time. Oh man. So, to answer your question, do you need the PC or mobile device? I mean, it could be either or, right? Discord is an app. You have full access to the Discord, right? It has all the channels in it that notify of us of centralized exchanges. Like, I was just looking at Avantis. I was just like, okay, Avantis was it just got a centralized exchange on May 6th, right? So we know that level of detail. We get alerted whenever our tokens get a centralized exchange, right? Then we have the bots, we have the channels, we have, the chat rooms and everything like that. And then after that, you have the website where you can log into the website. Go back to the website. So I don't want to log in publicly, because what you'll see, like, it's the same situation. Like, what you see on the top right, there's a login button. And the reason why I don't do that, because I want to expose my tokens that I call. So that's the reason why I don't show it. But you got the swing trading software in here. And the funny thing was, I originally designed it. I was working on it just for desktop, for like a PC. And I didn't even think about testing it for mobile when I launched it. And I had members that were using it on a phone. So, and it was fine. I have a lot of members actually using it on the phone. I was like, oh, that's great. It's already mobile ready. So, I mean, yeah, it's just a website. It's mobile ready. You can log in, and apparently, it's fine on a mobile if you want to use the swing trading software. If you want to use a chat bot, it's available too, but it's only under the premium. So the premium includes the chat bot, an extra course, and you can DM me whenever you want. And then VIP includes all the tech and it includes like the bots that find the coins and call the coins and all the centralized exchange alerts, and it includes the swing trading software. So all VIP members get all of that. You just don't get the clone of me, the bot that's a clone of me, so you can't chat with the chat bot, and you can't DM me directly and so on, and you don't get the extra course. But you do get the getting started course if you're a VIP member. So in addition to that, it's like half the price of other groups, right? Half the price of other groups with more good calls. And if you want, it actually comes to an end. You have an end date, right? So I don't charge you indefinitely, right? Payments. So your payments eventually end. And so everybody gets the opportunity to be a lifetime member. Obviously, if you pay the one-time fee, you save a lot of money, right? And it's at 32 payments for the monthly right now, and it should be like 36. But I'm keeping it like that until we get above the 50-week moving average. So you're getting a good deal. You're getting a good deal no matter what. No matter what happens, right? Other groups, man, they charge like $200. They charge like $200 to be in a group that has nowhere near these type of calls. Like they'd be touting like 10X's and stuff. They'd be touting like, oh, we got like a 10X on Midas. Like, well, I got a 10X on Midas. I also got a 550X on MYX, Crazy. So, yeah, but yeah, it's all available on mobile. You get everything. You can get all the bots that call all of these, because that's in the Discord. And obviously that's on mobile, and it's like totally awesome.
And that's why Code Monkey Mike has the greatest crypto community on the planet.
So So what else we got going on over here? We got this, we got this, we got something. Oh yeah, I was looking at this. So like, this is one of the things that are going on with AI. AI is this thing. There were more layoffs at Facebook, and it's kind of crazy out there because output is becoming a lot more cheaper, which just makes it easier for people to do things, for people to make things and so on. But larger companies are going to decrease in size, and there's going to be a lot smaller companies that are doing good, a higher quantity of smaller companies. It is kind of crazy that what I'm seeing right now is that AI is going to just reshape everything. It's like how is the world going to look in just 2 years? In just 2 years, how is the world going to look? It's going to replace a lot of people, right? White collar and blue collar. First with white collar, because it's like it can do so much stuff. Like if one engineer, right, being programmer, right, one engineer can do the work of 5 or 10 engineers. It's like you don't need a whole department of engineers. You know, you don't need a giant workforce. So, and then what's going to happen is robotics after that. Right, robots are going to be replacing the blue collar workers. Yeah, I saw this video going around. You know, I don't know, it's just like, it's really, you're going to have the automated stuff. Somebody mentioned that, you know, they're coming for, somebody in the comments said they're coming for their trucker jobs. All right, there's automated trucks and so on, automated delivery, like self-driving. There's going to be robots. It's going to be, and then it's like, what does everybody do? It's like the entire world is going to shift. The entire dynamics of everything is going to shift. It's going to be like, okay, you were building horse carriages, and now it's like, okay, and there's an automobile came out. So now it's like everything has to change. Everything has to change. The roads, everything has to change. So it's going to be a huge shift. But the thing is, right now, output is becoming so cheap that we might have to go back to just like being able to think and be creative about doing things. And yeah, you don't want to miss the boat. It's like anybody here watching this live stream today in a bear market, man, you're lucky you're into crypto, because who knows, in just 2 or 3 years, like how much different it's going to be. And like your crypto that you hold is going to be so much more valuable. And you're going to be in a world where it's really, really difficult to get ahead, because a lot of the jobs are going to be paying a lot less because output is going to be cheaper. But then there's going to be the other people who took advantage of AI and know how to play the game. A lot of things are going to happen. There should be a huge economic expansion because more people can do more things. You know, they say that the highest concentrations of humanity's best ideas are in a cemetery, right? The best ideas that humanity ever came up with are in a graveyard. They're 6 feet under, because people had ideas and they could never implement them. They took them to their grave. Now, over the next few years, all that is going to change. It's going to be so much easier for people to implement their ideas. And that's going to contribute to a massive economic expansion. Because there's going to be smaller companies. They're going to be able to do more stuff and more easily do things. And that's going to be this huge economic expansion. That's where it's going to come from. So, but it depends on where you are in the game. Are you going to stay ahead? You know, can you play the game? And one of the ways to do that is to invest in crypto, right? One of the ways to do that, totally. But also, you know, try to think of something that you can make, something you can do, or something related to something or another. Make your dreams come true, because now it's going to be easier to do it. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It's hard to imagine what the world is going to look like. I have my thoughts, but, and it's crazy. It's just 2 years from now. Like I never thought I'd see this day. I never thought I'd see the day where like an entire engineering department of like 10 people, like software engineering, could be reduced to like 2 people. Like it would get to a point where, you know, before there were engineering managers and there were individual contributors to report to the engineering manager, right, in a software department. It might just be that in the future there's just going to be engineering managers who have no direct reports and they just know how to use AI. So they'll communicate with stakeholders, they'll do all the other stuff, interdepartmental stuff, but they won't have ICs, they won't have individual contributors. They won't have the need to help grow team members and help them progress and so on, and help them you know, the typical people management that they would do, because they would be doing the work and they'll be doing it via AI. My throat is acting up again. I'm getting a dry throat. But, you know, I look at it in terms of software engineer. Obviously, I'm a code monkey, right? But, you know, it's like that across the board with everybody, with every department. Every white collar job is starting to experience that right now, whether it be marketing or legal or anything. It's like they're starting to experience that. Companies need less headcount. So it's really creepy on one hand. It's really, who knows? Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. But like I said, if you're not a white collar worker and you're a blue collar worker, you know, don't think you're immune, because, man, these things, man, they're making robots right now that, I don't know. They could do anything. A humanoid robot could just drive a truck, a FedEx truck, and bring the FedEx package to your porch. You know, they don't need a driver. They don't need a driver. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, maybe the truck can drive itself, or there could be a humanoid robot that carries the package and brings it to your porch. I had this thing going on with FedEx. I had this really crazy thing. I made a video about the FedEx Meat Bandit about a month or 2 ago. A crazy thing was going on. I was like, geez, you know, this guy is going to be like is going to cause a demand for people, you know, cause a demand for his job to be replaced, because like he delivered my package on my porch, my package of meat, frozen meat, took a picture of it, and then picked it up and then took it away. So I was like, oh, he stole it. Little did I know that he took it to my neighbor's house across the street, and she didn't tell me about it for some strange reason. She said she put a note in my mailbox, and she took the meat out. She left it overnight, and it was freezing cold, right, in the winter in New York, in March, and it was still freezing at nighttime, right? So she was like, okay, I'm not going by, even though she put the note in my mailbox. So she took the meat out of the package and put it in her freezer, and she didn't tell me about it for like a week and a half later. Just the craziness, man. It's like, and I eventually talked to this guy, and he was like, his device told him that he put it in the wrong place, that it was across the street. Oh, I was like, but didn't you see the numbers on the mailbox? And it makes you think, you know, robots would do a lot better job with this type of stuff too. It's crazy how, I don't know. They say one day self-driving may be mandatory, and a human driving the car may be illegal, because the ability for a human to cause an accident on the road is much greater than a self-driving car or something like that. It's going to be so perfected that there won't be any accidents. Would you rather put 10K on Croak or Solana? 10K on Croak? that's a huge amount of money to spend on a KRC20 token. Are you sure you have the right Croak or Solana? I mean, it would be Solana. Totally, I'll put that on Solana. I'm confused about that question with the comparison. Why are you comparing Croak to Solana? Maybe there's in another message explaining it? I don't get it. You only have $200. What does that mean? You only have $200 to buy Caspa, Zeal, and Egro. Which one do you buy, or how do you spread it wisely? I haven't bought Zeal or Egro. I haven't bought them, but it's just higher risk, more multipliers, if that's what you mean. I would probably put half of it on the Caspa and just split the other half between the two. Or just buy it all in Caspa. I don't know. Yeah, you got it. Hope to see you in the community, man. To make some money together. I wouldn't put 10K in Croak either. Yeah. That's a lot of money to. Oh, I get it. You're thinking that I was saying put 10K into a Rage Guy. No, I'm just the point that I was making, $200 into Rage Guy, into Unk, into Hantavirus, and all these others, it adds up. And people get rugged over and over and over again. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, so when I'm saying a big amount, I'm saying you get people just putting these smaller amounts in all these rugs and losing their money. Why not just take the total amount and put it into something that's like, you know, worth it, like Peanut or Pengu or something like that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you got it, man. Yeah, so I mean that's what I'm saying. Yeah. What else we got going on? So we talked about Sui, we talked about Pengu, we talked about Ton, we talked about, speaking of Seal, 2.6 million. Yeah. Yeah, people have been asking me on X, what are my favorites? Yeah, my top favorites are Conan, Caspian, Croak. And others might be like Nacho and Casper, Gold, maybe Dolke, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all good. If nobody else has any other tokens to talk about these strange memes. Yeah, it's crazy with some of these memes. Like some communities call all these memes and they rug the memes, and then the community members just love every minute of it. It was like, he's like, they keep following the same influencer and then they call the same coin all the time and they keep getting a rug and they love every minute of it. I don't know what it is, man. It's sort of like the crypto version of somebody paying like a webcam girl or something, right? It's like the crypto like paying some webcam girl, and it's like over and over again, you just don't get enough of it, right? It's like you keep following the same influencer and you keep getting rugged over and over and over again. And it's like, okay, you know, let me take another $200 from my paycheck this week and just buy into it. And it's like, it happens, like, you know, the next paycheck, it happens all over again. I don't know, man. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah, my community, we don't do that. Like we call lab In my community, we call it at 8 cents. And we ride that thing up. 98x. I think it's still pretty high right now. I think it still looks it's solid. Look at this pump. It never really like came back down and retraced. Right? It had this thing, it had this moment right here. But then it's just back up. This is lab. I am almost like entirely out of lab. I have like a few more tokens. I have like 50 tokens left. I'm almost entirely cashed out of lab. I'm probably not gonna buy in at all again. But it's a good play though. I mean, it's a good token. But yeah, it's, I didn't talk about it until I don't know what it was. I think it was like a 40x or something like that until I talked 50x. Until I talked about it. So I don't talk about tokens until they pump. Like those are for my community members. Slippy is about to be a rock star. Slippy. Slippy. I'm sorry, but Slippy is Scarcity 20 token, right? Yeah, Slippy is a Scarcity 20. Yeah, I never got this one. Market cap is only 5.1 million, 5.1K? I don't know, man. Are you sure? Holy. Well, they're active, posting. Yeah, I know. That is crazy low. Like, oh, Cappy. Cappy is 97K, which is high. From my point of view, this is high. I remember this like last summer it was like 40K. This is Cappy. Slippy's got 100x. I wouldn't doubt it. From 5K, 100x is like it's like a 500K. That's like easy to achieve, I would imagine. Maybe you should put in like 20 bucks. Not financial advice. Anyways, guys, that's it. I'm going to call it a day. Click that link in the description below to join the greatest community on the planet because you know... Exactly. I'll talk to you guys later.
Code Monkey, Code Monkey.